Watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. I'm filling in for Mark Hall this afternoon. We're going to start the week off pretty chilly, and you know, it was really nice last week. I actually enjoyed it. We're talking to meteorologist Scott Sumner, and come on, bring us some good weather like last week.
Of course, I'm bringing you some gorgeous weather that's outside.
Not
right
now.
Well, you just got to wait another hour or two there, Shanika, and then we'll get our temperatures up there. I'll tell you what, it is at least sunny. If nothing else, I know people are not that crazy about the chill that we had this morning, and it is still a little cool. But needless to say, across the area, things are going to be warming up into the 40s. There's a live look, and it is 41 degrees. We've got plenty of sunshine outside, sun glare driving into work today, sun glare driving home from work today is what we'll be seeing. How about the temperatures? Well, they're going to rise up, like I said, into the middle 40s here. I talked about that over the weekend, and then slide right down into the 30s here once we get to 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the evening, and it'll be another chilly night out there with plenty of clear skies. High pressure is responsible for the sunshine that you see outside your weather window right now, and that will be the case throughout the entire afternoon as high pressure is slowly going to move away. Once it does, well, we'll see more clouds build into the area, but that will be tomorrow as opposed to this afternoon. And then for tonight, well, our forecast is going to vary from the mountains in the upper 20s to the city here into the lower 30s. We'll have a light breeze varying there. And tonight, the sun sets at 6:03 and it rises tomorrow morning at 6:35 in the morning. So what about the weather headlines? What can you expect here over the next couple days? Not just today, because today is a pleasant day. We're going to warm up. And not just on tomorrow, on Tuesday, but on Wednesday as well. Then we've got storms and wind to move in on Wednesday, and then a windy and mountain snow on Thursday. So a little bit of everything here, a little potpourri for you there, Shanika, on this weather headline. Back to you.
Scott's a man of his word. All right, he's going to give us some warm weather at least. Thank you. All right, 12:02. Unions are rallying together in honor of Federal Worker Support Day. This comes as the Trump administration lays off thousands of federal workers in an effort to downsize the federal government and slash spending. DC News Now's Yamari Sase was at McPherson Square and has more.
Yeah, some unions representing federal workers sending a common message this morning. Federal workers are heroes. They say they want to send this message, especially during a time of uncertainty for so many. Smiles and heartfelt emotions as federal workers walked out McPherson Square Metro Station to this.
So we're just here to say we have your back and you are appreciated, because federal workers matter. Unions
representing some federal workers came together to uplift them on their way to work.
We want to really be with them. A lot of them are coming back to work for the first time in a while, and we want to thank them for the incredible work that they do. So many different services that the American people rely on, and there's been a lot of negativity that they've experienced in recent days. We want to show them some positivity.
Over the past month, hundreds of thousands of federal employees have been let go from their jobs as the Trump administration tries to reduce the size and cost of government.
We want to see all these illegal firings stopped, and we want to see them stop now. People who are working in the federal government, they're doing this because they want to do it. They're not trying to get rich. They just want to be able to provide a service for American people all over the country.
And during a time of uncertainty for many, unions representing federal workers say they'll continue to show support, and others should do as well.
All workers stand in solidarity with federal workers because it's happening to them today, and it could be private sector workers tomorrow.
Reporting in Northwest DC, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, turning now to Maryland, federal workers look for their next chapter as many were recently fired. A summit in Greenbelt helped those connect with layoffs and resources and other opportunities. So former federal workers were able to speak with federal employees, unions, and representatives from state and local agencies at Saturday's summit at Greenbelt Middle School. Local leaders, Congressman Glenn Ivey and Prince George's County Council Chair Jolene Ivey, also providing support. Federal workers at the event says separation from their agencies was abrupt.
It was a very uncomfortable feeling. It was a hurting feeling because you give all as a public servant to the United States and we're just thrown apart like we're nothing.
Officials say about 73,000 federal workers live in Prince George's County. And U.S. Customs and Border Patrol is getting a new headquarters in D.C., the USAID building. Our network partner at News Nation reports that Border Patrol will take over the Ronald Reagan building, home to USAID for decades. The Trump administration put almost all USAID staffers on leave worldwide and fired at least 1,600 U.S. staffers. And starting tomorrow, we could see tariffs on Mexico and Canada. President Trump says the 25% tariffs are a response to fentanyl flowing into the U.S. from the southern and northern borders. The president also says he'll double the 10% tariffs currently in place on imports from China. Economic analysts say we could see higher prices in the short term, but tells us not to be too worried.
I don't think people should be overly worried about this. I do think people should have some confidence in American business. Supply chains rearrange themselves. Businesses do not remain still. They change, they figure out, where can we get other things.
Now, President Trump could change his mind. Just last month, he paused his tariffs plan at the last minute after talking to the leaders of Mexico and Canada. And developing now in Maryland, a 3-car crash in Aspen Hill shutting down some roads overnight. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue says the crash happened last night on the intersection of Norbeck and Belpre Road. Right now, those roadways are back open. And Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin commuted the sentence of a former Fairfax County police officer who shot and killed a man outside of Tysons Corner Mall. That was in 2023. Wesley Shiflett was sentenced on Friday to 5 years in prison for reckless handling of a firearm. DC News Now, Haley Milon has a story.
We learned that Wesley Shiflett is home with his family less than 72 hours after a judge handed down that sentencing. Governor Glenn Youngkin making an unusual move to commute the sentence, which he called an injustice. Shiflett's been at the center of the Timothy Johnson case since 2023. That's when 36-year-old Sergeant Wes Shiflett and another officer chased Johnson out of Tysons Corner Mall. Johnson allegedly stole 2 pairs of sunglasses from Nordstrom. Johnson led the officers into a wooded area, and Shiflett testified that it looked like Johnson was pulling a gun from his waistband. So he and the other officer fired their weapons. Johnson later died of a gunshot wound to his chest, and no weapon was found on him. On Friday, Shiflett was sentenced to 5 years in prison with 2 years suspended for recklessly handling a firearm. The parole officer recommended that he serve no time or probation. The governor said that Shiflett otherwise had an exemplary record as a police officer. He pointed out that he was found not guilty of involuntary manslaughter, the more severe charge that he faced. Fairfax County Commonwealth Attorney Steve Descano sharply criticized the governor's move. He worked closely with the Johnson family prosecuting the case and joined Johnson's mother after the sentencing on Friday as she expressed gratitude and relief.
In the end, this judge was thorough. This judge was gracious. I appreciate him reading a part of the victim impact statement. And so I am satisfied.
In a statement, Descano said he is outraged by the move and that Youngkin is trying to score political points, following in the footsteps of President Donald Trump, referencing Trump's pardoning of January 6th rioters. And Shiflett can still appeal to have his conviction overturned. In Tysons Corner, I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.
And an update this afternoon out of Hyattsville. Prince George's County Police have arrested 54-year-old Marwana Shayaka Francois after he shot and killed Ricardo Clemens Jr. in a McDonald's over the weekend. Prince George's County Police say this happened at about 8 p.m. on University Boulevard on Saturday night. Ricardo died inside of the restaurant, and police are charging Francois with second-degree murder, among other charges. And in Maryland, police say a second teenager has died after a shooting near Columbia Mall. This shooting happened just over a week ago in the parking lot of the Lidl. 15-year-old Blake McCrae has died from his injuries, and 16-year-old Michael Robertson died on the scene. 18-year-old Emerson Zia was arrested last Sunday for this incident. The motive for the shooting is unclear, but police do believe it was targeted. And a man is in the hospital after being shot by an off-duty police officer in Southeast. Investigators say it happened at around midnight Saturday on Potomac Avenue. That's near 18th Street. Investigators believe the officer was driving his vehicle when another driver hit him. They say an altercation happened after both drivers got out of the car. That's when police say the off-duty detective shot the man with his department-issued gun. The man was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and that detective is now on administrative leave. And eyes remain on Pope Francis and his health this afternoon, which is reportedly stabilizing after a serious bout of pneumonia. Folks here in the DMV gathered to pray for the pontiff. Now, pews inside of the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception in Northeast was filled for Mass, followed by a rosary prayer for Pope Francis. We spoke with churchgoers who were praying for a quick recovery, and they say this weekend's Mass was beautiful.
I just thought it was so beautiful today, being in church and just hearing the way that everybody was keeping him in their prayers, just the way that he's a leader to the whole Catholic Church, and that we really look up to him and that we can now give back to him in our prayers.
The Vatican and doctors watching over the Pope says there are many signs of improvement. Pope Francis was recently on a ventilator following a respiratory crisis, something doctors say is no longer needed. And today, Mayor Muriel Bowser and the D.C. Office of Planning is launching D.C. 2050. They say it's a comprehensive roadmap for the growth in the district over the next 25 years. The event, which started at 11, is happening in person at the Strand in Northeast. Attendees can engage with interactive stations, share input through surveys, and learn how they can participate in shaping the plan. This will be the first rewrite of the growth plan for the district since 2006.